It was the first day of autumn in the 100-acre wood, and everyone there was very busy spring or autumn cleaning. Or at least almost everyone was. Little Roo was otherwise occupied, playing with his ball. Now Al was busy looking for something he had misplaced.
Oh, I say, where has my memory book gone off to? I wonder why I can't remember.
Carrots, carrots, carrots! I must gather more carrots.
And Eeyore was having a particularly gloomy day. Pooh, however, was happily doing what he loves most, eating honey. Pooh Bear certainly loves honey. But honey was not on everyone's mind, especially not Tigger's.
And a couple of hoo-da-da-da-doody-doos.
Tigers don't like honey.
Huh? A Granosaurus.
A granosaur?
Oh.
A Granos? Wait a second there, little piglet. Oh, that's just a big old pile of leaves, and they're very good for bouncing in.
A Granosaurus, and it's right behind me. Please save me, Christopher Robin.
Don't be afraid, Piglet. There's nothing behind you.
Sure, there's nothing there.
It's just your imagination. What a frightened little piglet you are. Quite sure. You know what, Piglet? You need to face your fears.
Oh my goodness, no, I couldn't do... I mean, that would be... Face my fears, you say?
That's right. To overcome a fear, you just have to stare it down. Believe in yourself, Piglet. You have a hero inside of you, just waiting to come out.
But I'm too afraid, Christopher Robin, and I'm so very small. But heroes must be big and brave. Oh no, I'll never be a hero. Oh.
And so as Roo was falling asleep, Pooh started to drift off as well. But as everyone was so preoccupied, they hadn't noticed Piglet. Feeling that he was too small and too easily frightened to help his friends, Piglet left the 100-acre wood all alone and rather sad.
Which is kind of what happens in the movie.
If you would like to begin a new adventure, just stop and talk to our very industrious friend, Govett. Ah, yes, this is where you can start your adventure at the spot where you last left it.
So we're playing Piglet's Big Game, which is a game that I heard about a long time ago. Actually, 6 years ago, someone suggested that I would play this game by the name of Dr. MC Madman, or Dr. McMadman. His comment's actually deleted by now, because his channel was closed, I guess. But I have a memory of a Heffalump, I guess. I guess owls have good memory, too.
If you would like to begin a new adventure, just stop and talk to our very industrious friend, Govett.
There's also some reviews for this game on Amazon, I think. Someone said this is surprisingly good for a kid's game. I don't know. I usually... I don't know. Does it really matter? Vin or... Oh yeah, I usually do V and GMR. Okay, yeah. Keep that in mind. Of course, I've never played this, so we'll see what it's like. Right away, I like how the options menu and stuff is, sort of unique. The SpongeBob actually did a similar idea, I think, only on a smaller scale. I think maybe Jimmy Neutron did that too. Volume level, very specific volume level. Select mono. It's already stereo. These don't do anything, I guess. I can't help but notice there's this trapped frog over here, but I can't do anything with it. X? Okay, just move the boxes. Yeah, for some reason. Music's actually coming from those, record player-like, whatchamacallits. Oh yeah, there are record players. I guess record players have two speakers sometimes. I guess you'd call them speakers. I feel like it's typical of me to spend this long on a options menu of all things. But the game has given me something to collect, so I'm gonna do that. Just stop them. Right in their tracks. Okay, let's go down the path. And the music's kind of getting on my nerves now. And Al mentioned a book of memories, which is also something from the movie. Ooh, we get movie clips. Watched it a few days ago, so I'm not going to do that. It's relatively recent. Storyboard, cinematics. So those are some clips from the game. So far, all I can do is kick and interact.
Should you like to see your friends from the 100-acre wood and enter their dreams, just look through this telescope. As Pooh slept, Piglet became the hero of Pooh Bear's dream world.
Yeah, well, let's just start there.
I could do with a smackerel of honey now. Just a small jar. Or 2 or 3.
The voice actors are original voice actors from this time of... I think they haven't really changed.
It would surely help me find some honey.
Thought Pooh falling asleep, and that's exactly what he was going to dream about.
Save the game. I don't really know what to classify this as right now because there's no gameplay. I guess selecting menu options is a gameplay thing.
Unfortunately, Piglet was unable to go through this passage, for you see, it was blocked by a mountain of cotton candy. What could he do to remove this rather sticky mess?
Cookies.
The bottle was far too high for Piglet to use by himself. This was certainly not the moment for trying to use it.
That's the narrator. I don't know what the voice actor of him is. Jim Cummings voices Pooh. did see Al over there. Al's actually went through multiple voice actors over the years.
Hoo-hoo! And who is this? Could it be my young friend Piglet?
Oh, hello, Owl.
What a pleasure it is to see you. Now tell me, what are you doing in Pooh's dream? Would you perhaps be looking for a treasure?
Oh, no, Owl. I've come to see if Pooh might need my help.
Ha! Bravo, Piglet! That sounds like a wonderful idea. Pooh is just on the other side of this gate.
Is that black licorice? Yuck.
Everything will be all right, Piglet. To overcome your fears, you must believe in yourself.
Oh, thank you, Christopher Robin. I feel better already.
I wonder if that bread is banana bread. If it was... probably have some sort of nuts in it if that was the case.
Oh, do be careful, Piglet. This caramel is quite sticky, and I seem to have found myself rather stuck in it. And it would be so bothersome if we both got stuck. Don't you think?
Oh, but Pooh, how did you get stuck in the caramel?
Well, you see, I was searching for some honey, and Rabbit thought this might be a good place to search. Well, at least I think that's what he told me. But now that I think about it some more, I could be mistaken.
Hold on, Pooh. I'll get you out.
That would be very nice. Thank you, Piglet. I suppose a stick might be useful.
Yes, a stick for something sticky. Makes perfect sense. We'll find a stick that I already saw.
Piglet thought the lollipop stick might be quite handy.
Hang on, Pooh. I'll do my best to unstick you.
Oh, thank you, Piglet. You see, I've discovered that caramel is quite good for eating, but not so good for, standing in. Now, let's find Rabbit. I'm sure he knows where to find some honey. Come along now, Piglet. Follow me.
Your shadow's messed up, Pooh. I don't care to fix it, really, because I don't want to play through what I've done already.
And so it was that Piglet decided to follow his friend Winnie the Pooh in the hopes of helping him find some honey.
Oh, bother. Piglet, there seems to be some cotton candy blocking the door. However shall we get through?
Could eat it.
I do believe I've seen this cake before. And if this cake is here, then Rabbit must be over there.
Will he be able to help us find the honey?
Oh yes, Rabbit always has a smackerel or two of honey. Now how shall we get through this cotton candy? Think. I suppose we could eat it.
Oh no, Pooh. There's much too much to eat.
Yes, of course you're right, Piglet. But however shall we get to the other side then?
I'm trying to think of what genre it's called. It's like very
Well, if it
light
isn't my dear friend Piglet, and I do believe you're looking for a way to get rid of some cotton candy.
adventure game.
Let's see. The weight multiplied by the mass squared divided by the height of the cotton candy minus the... Aha!
Is that
A
an
bit of
actual
water
equation?
could be the solution. And where better to find water than in a bottle.
Force? Is it the equation for force? Or something like it? Seltzer bottle, right? Yeah, right here. But I can't reach this. Oh, no. Who can help us? Who, get over here. Hello.
Pooh Bear, could you help me?
Of course, Piglet.
Could you press the handle of the bottle? I'm a bit too small to reach it, you see.
Oh, a bottle with handles. I wonder why that is. Now, let's see. Oh, that did it. And now, perhaps we can find Rabbit and some honey for my tummy.
Yes. Oh, thank you, Pooh. I'll go find Rabbit and ask him if he knows where some honey is.
Piglet, perhaps you should go and find Rabbit, and I shall return to where I was before I was here. Oh, and also, Piglet, you know there may be Heffalumps in there. I suppose perhaps you should be rather careful.
Heffalumps.
Alright, there's cookies. Oh, that's nice. I tweaked one setting. Maybe that will fix Pooh's fat shadow. Tall shadow.
Should you like?
It's a height. To be honest, I'm quite happy that this game's a little slower because not every game can be a Hercules. Or Tarzan. Both of those games are pretty fast action-based games. Something a little lighter is nice. What do you expect in a Winnie the Pooh video game? The only other video game I know based off of Winnie the Pooh is a board game-based game thing, which fits kind of nicely, I guess. Just a little bit of fun, you know? I suppose I should talk about the actual movies and the animation of Winnie the Pooh, the various animations. A little bit. I mean, what else is there to talk about while I'm collecting cookies? The Piglet's Big Game came out, I think, in 2002, or movie. Well, the game came out with it, and there's no movie. There's no dream-based aspect to the movie. It all happens in 100 Acre Wood in reality, but the movie is actually pretty good.
Piglet, I don't suppose you did find a bit of honey by any chance, did you? Oh, my tumbling is rather rumbly.
Can't get in caramel. You say caramel or caramel? Caramel seems easier to say, but caramel might be more proper. A lot of sequels, or Disney sequels, are especially guilty for doing this. But a lot of movies that are cutscene. Good lead-in to talk about the Heffalump movie too. A lot of movies that are basically direct-to-DVD, that picture up there is actually straight from the movie, or that drawing style. Cool, reflection. It makes me even think of Luigi's Mansion even more, because Piglet is not the fighter kind of guy. He's small and he walks around, and he's also scared. Another link to Luigi, but what was I saying about the movie? Well, anyway, Piglet's Big Movie isn't the best Winnie the Pooh thing, because it basically does, I guess, big things with shadows don't work out well in this. It has mini stories, basically. What is this? Okay. That's kind of neat. It has many stories about Piglet in it, which is something like Tarzan and Jane did, and a few other movies. I'm not sure. Beauty and the Beast, I think, the sequel. But the movie really does have a good story, really. I mean, overarching, it's about Piglet, obviously.
A chocolate door was blocking the path. Now, how would a very small piglet open such a door? Perhaps melting the chocolate would do the trick.
Yeah, it's definitely an adventure game. Point-and-click adventure sort of game. You have to think a little. Not very much, though. Fire. Okay, there's probably more than one room. I'm not gonna lie, the movie towards the end of Piglet's Big Movie, it did get an emotional reaction out of me because of... I'm not gonna spoil it, though, for the hell of it. Yeah, there's substance to the movie, in short. I also seen the original Winnie the Pooh. It's been a year now. Okay, so there's 2 doors. I think we want to go through here. Yep. I hate the loading screen, man. Gotten so used to the current generation. There's just no loading screens, frankly. And I also grew up watching Winnie the Pooh a little bit. And I always associate it with my grandmother because that was when I watched it, with her at her house and stuff. So it's got a soft spot for me, you know? As for the Heffalump movie, it's also really good. And I actually never have seen those movies as a kid. I never did see those movies as a kid. I think when I was a little too old. Well, not that old, but I kind of got over it, I guess. I don't know. I was into games. That was probably the problem. Yeah, I got into
The
games.
cupboard appeared locked. Our friend Piglet would need to find the key.
In Nickelodeon. I think actually we never had Disney when I was younger, so that would explain why I watched my grandma's
Piglet
house.
had found a candle.
I was all about Nickelodeon, yeah. I call it by the way, I call this an adventure game or point and click adventure. There's no point and click. Because if you call it a puzzle game, you instantly think of things like Tetris, which this isn't a puzzle game. There's puzzles in it, but that's not the genre really. Yeah, like I said, it's been a year or so. Oh, step in the chocolate. All dirty. Yuck. Yucky muck. It's been a while since I've seen the Heffalump movie, so I don't have much to say about it.
Hello, Rabbit.
Oh, hello, Piglet. I'm afraid I haven't much time to chat. I'm very busy, you see.
I was just hoping to find some honey.
Everyone's always in search of honey. First, Pooh eats all the honey in my cupboard, and now you. Anyway, I'm fresh out.
Where then do you think I might find some more? If it's not too much trouble, that is.
More honey? Well, there is some next to the beehive. Oh, but it's quite dangerous, Piglet. The bees won't let you near their honey unless you find some way to get them away from their beehive.
Speaking of Nickelodeon, this kind of reminds me of that one episode of SpongeBob where where SpongeBob goes into everybody's dreams. Okay, so whenever we find a balloon like that, we want to make sure to do that. I don't know why.
Everything will
Seems
be
to be a
all right,
recurring
Piglet.
thing.
To overcome your fears, you must believe in yourself.
Maybe it's linked to that little
Thank you, Christopher Robin. I feel better already.
the button sequence minigame thing with the Heffalumps and the Woozles and whatnot. Brave face. I used my cookies I found. Don't have enough. Where you shake stuff to get items too, like Luigi's Mansion. There was a ghost at the beginning, wasn't there? Unrelated. Completely unrelated. Now we have 50. Might as well do the thing with the thing. What? This game is weird. What the hell? Okay. It's definitely unique. I wouldn't... Props to the developers, I wouldn't have thought about doing a game like this. Unique.
Now, don't forget, If you attract the bees toward another beehive, you would have enough time to get some honey from this hive. Oh, yes. What a good idea. I'm glad I thought of that. I just may fill up my honey pots as well.
I know we've seen, I think, Doki, Denki, the developers of this game. I think we've seen those guys before. Maybe they did the Peter Pan Return to Neverland video game on PS1. I think that's where I've seen them from. So we have some light RPG element here. If we run into that guy, we'll start a encounter, and we'll have to scare him. Personal space. Yeah, that's how that works.
And so, Piglet was able to reach the honey. Now, he could easily fill an entire honey pot.
Waffles. Should I put a warning about not being hungry before you watch this? But if I don't, you're not gonna like me, are you? We need a honey pot to put honey in, though, right? A bit of an issue. We don't have one, do we? Now, for some reason, Piglet got scared. I think that one guy scared him, and now we need to cheer him up. There's no health bar or anything, right? Yeah, that's how that works. A little better now.
Oh, well done, Piglet. Oh, you're braver than I thought. And now that the bees are away, I shall be able to replenish my honey supply. And you'll need a honey pot too, won't you? Well, here's the key that unlocks a cupboard in my kitchen. There you'll find a pot ready to be filled with honey.
Thank you, Rabbit.
Rabbit had just given Piglet a key.
Since those are the original voice actors, they actually had to get those guys to do these voices for this video game. It's... put some effort into it. Yeah, his shadow's fat too. Fat shadow. Not sure what the X is about. Nor do I know what those do. Yeah, I literally don't know what those do. There's probably some cookies in here, though, isn't it? That's not the right way, is it? There's actually a key in this room, I think, right? No, it's somewhere else. So, where do we go from here?
The cupboard appeared locked. Our friend Piglet will need to find the key.
I believe that's a woozle, yeah. I think they show up in the movie.
The cupboard appeared locked. Our friend...
Briefly in a
Oh, wonderful, a honey pot.
drawing or something.
And now all I need to do is fill it with honey.
Actually, there was a Pink Elephant-esque sequence in one of the movies. I think. And Woozle showed up in that. I think that was the other one. I think that was Heffalumps, the Heffalump movie. And there's more movies to the franchise than that. I haven't seen them, not going to, but yeah, they're neat enough. This is a unique case because there was a video game based off this movie, so I thought I'd watch it. There's also the one that came out recently. I have no idea about that one, but it's not on Netflix. This one was on Netflix. I was able to watch it, so if you have any interest at all, it's still on there until they take it down. Well, they might leave it up because it's not that major of a title. You know. It's not a Moana.
Who will be very happy?
And so, at last, Piglet had filled his honey pot.
We don't get anything really out of fighting him, so I'm not gonna... Oh, a map. A cookie icon if we found all the cookies. Or is there a cookie icon because there are cookies? Probably the latter. I think we go back to that one store place for the rest of the items too. I think there's probably more than one, but probably find them at any point. Get a new ability at any of them, or a new scare. Basically, enemies. It looks like enemies have a different level of scare, or a level of a level basically. We need stronger. Wish Luigi's Mansion did that. Sometimes I'm just like, did I miss something in this room? a lot of money searching. Of course they come back. In the essence of, in the importance of time in this case, I won't, Oh no. These shadows are super broken, man. I'm sorry. I have no idea why it's like that. I guess I could look it up real quick. Remind myself to put some nice music here. I don't know why I didn't think to do this. You should always look up a game to see if there's any issues. No, because no one's played this.
Oh, look, Pooh, it's just for you.
Oh, yum. Honey. There was nothing yummier than honey. Thank you, Piglet. You are a very good friend indeed.
Oh, you're welcome, Pooh.
Yummy.
And so, despite the Heffalumps and despite the Woozles, the very brave Piglet managed to bring some honey back to his dear friend Pooh.
Oh, thank you, Piglet. This is the tastiest, the most delicious, oh no, the yummiest honey I have ever eaten.
That dream world is down.
Should you like?
Okie dokie.
And so Piglet proved himself the true hero he was by helping his friend. Piglet faced his fears, and he was now no longer frightened of Heffalumps and Woozles. Now it was their turn to run away, as Piglet tried to catch them all.
We can't return to dreams. It appears as if no one's actually in the dream except for the bad guys. Now, this is something I found that you could do when you come back to an area. Because you could scare everyone in order to do whatever the heck that is. I don't know what the things are. It's like the essence of fear, I guess. And each area has this, it looks like. Leading further, you know, okay. It appears that I have lost that guy. There's also cookies we left behind. So far, this game is definitely leading. This game is definitely leaving a good impression, and based on what people said about it, I guess, or suggestions to play. You know, it's worth playing. I mean, it starts off a little slow. It's a unique idea, I guess. Oh, I went the wrong way. just run faster, it'd be great. Okay. It's closed. I actually did this to show off that I fixed the shadow issue. I simply changed the emulator's resolution to native. That fixes it, although I don't really like the fact that it looks all aliased and stuff. I guess I probably should show off a little bit of a clip from the movie. Let's take a look at that. I believe that's probably the clips from that certain dream. There's probably 6 different dreams, so interesting. That's the only cutscene. I guess kind of is. I mean, whatever. And I'll show off a brief clip from the movie that we happen to have, just so you can get a taste of what the movie's like, I guess. I feel like I'd be missing out on showing you that. So that's what it's based off of. You actually have multiple clips here.
I may be small, but in the biggest, helpfulest way.
Should you like...
We are going to the next stream.
As little Roo slept, Piglet became the hero of Roo's dream world.
Just a little higher. My ball. I can't seem to reach it. If only Piglet were here. Surely he could help me get my ball down.
Thought Roo, falling asleep, and that's exactly what he dreamt about.
Why, hello, Piglet, dear.
Hello, Mrs. Kanga.
You haven't seen my little Roo, have you? I don't know where he's gotten off to.
No, I'm sorry, but I haven't seen him.
Oh, would you do me a favor and find him for me? He has to clean up his room, you know.
I'll do my best, Mrs. Kanga.
I surely, well, I wouldn't dream about cleaning my room up. A bad thing.
Everything will be all right, Piglet. To overcome your fears, you must believe in yourself.
Oh, thank you,
Miss Kang is actually voiced by Kath Soucie in this movie. She's also been voiced by Tress MacNeille before. You might be familiar with both of those names, actually. Kath Soucie did the voice of Dexter's mom in Dexter's Lab. And let's see, other things. Rugrats, I think. Tress MacNeille did voices in Animaniacs.
Ah.
Yeah, in Rugrats it was Charlotte. And Angelica's mom.
Piglet had just picked up a jar of glue.
If we keep a safe distance, we can definitely get more chances not to get frightened here, but we don't seem to have a trouble with that. What is this, Skylanders? We don't need Christopher Robin right now.
The way was blocked by a rock, drawn in pencil and charcoal. Perhaps erasing it would be enough.
But paper. Paper. If you erase hard enough, I guess you could tear through paper, but whatever. Unless the white stuff is charcoal, but that doesn't make any sense. It's a dream after all, it doesn't have to make sense. Durr.
Say there, Piglet. I'm doing my daily bounce.
Oh, hello, Tigger.
Hey, what's this fence doing here? It's keeping us Tiggers from bouncing. And a Tigger that can't bounce, why, he's no Tigger at all.
Maybe there's some way to open it, Tigger.
Huh. I think you may be onto something, Piglet. I do remember seeing a little pool tab over there. Maybe if somebody pushed it up, it would open this fence and free up some bouncing room. But I'm suspecting that there's some Heffalumps and woozles about.
Maybe if you tried not to make any noise, they wouldn't notice you.
Oh, you mean sneak around like? Sneaking's what Tiggers do the best. I'll take care of this fence for you, Piglet. Just stand back and watch.
Cool. I suspect Tiggers would be good at sneaking after all. No, forget Skylanders. It's Sly Cooper now, only much slower and less enjoyable. You should probably run at this point. You're a goner. This is horrifying. Tigger, run! No, let's not delay the inevitable. Face fear like a... Well, that could have went better.
Piglet?
Oh, Tigger, you couldn't open the gate?
There I was, surrounded by 3 dozen woozles, and there were 300 or 400 Heffalumps too. I tell you, it's lucky for me you can't catch a Tigger so easily. Now nobody gets the better of a Tigger. I'm going back in there, but a little more silent like this time. Shh.
Well, I didn't do anything wrong. He just turned around. How was I supposed to know he was going to turn around? Can I hide? Nope, I can't go in the bushes. Though he seemed to have been... Oh, I got distracted there, didn't he? Let's try this one more time. give enough distance, we might be able to just sneak away here. Cower away, more like. Made it. Now this is another point in the game where I'm like, wow, seriously? We get to play as Tigger? That's pretty cool. It's for Piglet. We can't do anything. Doom, 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 doom. What are the notches for if they can see me? I don't really see any other way other than to hope for the best. Doom, doom. Doom. Jeez. No, seriously, I want to play Sly Cooper again. Where's my PS3 controller at? Remember, it's a dream. Anything is possible. And expect the unexpected.
Well, would you look at that?
Oh, thank you very much, Tigger.
Now do I have to go through that?
Helping piglets is what Tiggers do the best.
Oh,
This really is the Matrix. I mean, this is kind of weird how we can just jump into people's dreams. Is this the Matrix or Inception? Okay. At least now we can walk faster.
A piece of cardboard. Why, that will certainly be useful.
Ooh, cardboard's like duct tape. The two together make a great team. Probably. Now we can actually fight these guys. So, yeah. But I'm not going to. Well, why waste time doing that? They're just gonna come back. Now, I assume the game's reminding you here that in order to complete the game, you must buy all Brave Faces. Because it says that, right? 100? Oh, 70. Okay, I keep on thinking that's how many we have. Because they don't actually tell you how many you have. Be interesting if we could do 2 at once, but that's not going to happen, is it? Woozle, no woozling. Get out of here. One of these times I'm going to use the X button there because it actually tells me to. Don't know what that would do. Escape, maybe? To tap it to escape. That would make sense.
Oh, Roo, are you in there?
Piglet, is that you?
Yes, I came to get you. Kanga is very anxious to see you.
But Piglet, I can't go home. I'm locked in. The door's shut behind me and I don't have a key.
Oh, dear. How can we open it?
I think the key's back in my house. Would you go ask my mama for it, Piglet?
Oh, certainly, Roo. I'll be right back.
$70 was it? Yeah, 70. 70 cookies. We have 40. 30 more. Go back to Roo, I think. Get a key. Another trope of a point-and-click adventure game. Running all the way back to somewhere to get something that was there in the first place. What if I failed to do anything? Okay, that does escape. That does do what I thought it did. Just in case I somehow cannot. Hero time this big ear. There's a lack of music in here. It just has music where it needs it, I guess. I just had a revelation. This music is from Peter Pan. Or at least it very much sounds like it. It's the same company then. Doki Denki Studio. Yeah. I was just like, that music sounds very familiar. Okay. I was gonna say I missed stuff back here, but doesn't seem to be the case. My, what a awfully large thumbtack that is.
Have you finally found Roo, Piglet?
Yes, Kanga, I have. He's in his playroom, but he's locked himself in and can't get out.
Playhouse.
Do you have the key?
Oh dear. Now I'm sure I've seen
Mickey
that
Mouse
key
Playhouse.
someplace around the house. Oh, goodness, will you look at this mess? Roo has left his cookies just everywhere. Piglet, be a dear and gather them up while I look for the key.
Oh, I'd be happy to. I like being helpful.
By clean them up, you mean eat them, right? Cookies were actually a big part in the little mini story about Roo and Piglet, actually. So that's the inspiration for that, if you were wondering why there's cookies. Made sense in the last roll, I guess, but not this one. I mean, there's a lot of cookies. It still doesn't make sense, but it's still a dream, so These aren't actual cookies. They're not eating this many cookies and dying because... Don't think about this too much, okay? It's an imagination world. Winnie the Pooh is set in a fictitious 100-acre wood. And this is a fictitious world. This is really Inception, isn't it?
I haven't found the key yet, Piglet. Goodness, there are just so many cookies. Why don't you keep gathering them up while I continue searching for the key?
Did you look in the cookie jar? Just a thought. One time, actually, a cookie got stuck. So having that little reset on the cookies and then flying back is actually kind of neat. It only makes sense in
Wonderful
this
job
case.
you've done, Piglet. You cleaned up every last cookie. And I've found the key. So here you are. Hurry now. I'm sure Rue will be very happy to see you, the little dear.
So third
Thank
item.
you, Kanga.
Right.
Ah, yes. Kanga has given a key to Piglet.
A key. A key. A key. I was thinking it's from a game we played. He says a key.
A key! I guess we better try to open that door.
I'll just go with the Bugs Bunny laugh when you collect something in Lost in Time. We got a key. That's a nice particle effect too. There's tons of cookies we didn't collect in the first stream. Doesn't seem to be necessary at the moment. I'm sure if you get anything for doing a lot more of a... more than you're really meant to do, like 100% completion, you know? It's just more of a chore to get all the cookies, so it doesn't really matter. It's not fun like it is in Luigi's Mansion to catch all the money, you know. Fast and easy in that game. You do get something in that game though. I'm not sure. I don't think. I can't see anything other than cinematics. What horrifying reward do we get this time? I guess it really is scary.
Huh?
I mean, with the puppet theater thing, you went halfway and ended up having it be terrifying. Unlock the door.
Hooray, Piglet!
see me?
Oh, yes, Piglet. And I need your help.
Help?
Uh-huh. My ball is up in that cloud, and I can't get it. I've got a ladder, but it's missing a rung. Eeyore told me he has a piece of wood. Do you think we could use it to fix the ladder?
Oh, I'm sure we can. I'll go and ask Eeyore if you like, Roo.
Oh, goody, Piglet. Thank you.
Piece of wood or a stick? Because if Eeyore has a piece of wood, we're stepping it up a notch here. Hold the phone. He's actually building his house with planks of wood now.
An eraser. Now, this would be useful, should there be any paper about.
No, just charcoal and pencil. You didn't mention paper. One thing I will criticize this game is I wish Piglet could run a little bit faster. Have you seen him when he's really scared? He can run pretty fast. Going all over the place, you know. So, could be a thing.
Glue is exactly what piglets need to repair things. Correctly used, this cardboard could come in quite handy. Now erasers are most useful for erasing things, aren't they?
I haven't played any games in monthly animated that I could really erase from my memory though right now, so I don't need it. No, I don't need it. Okay, Shrek Carnival Craze is pretty crazy though. I'm not sure if I want to forget that though. It's a good kind of crazy, not the bad kind of crazy. Don't know where Eeyore is at, but I'm gonna go save the game. First of all. Can you move faster or something? I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud here. Save the game. Over here. Kanga's gone. Save successful.
Everything will be all right, Piglet. To overcome your fears, you must believe in yourself.
Oh, thank you, Christopher Robin. I feel better already.
Yeah, I know. I gotta believe.